What's up, all? Welcome back. Thanks for checking in. Today, we are going to talk about organic. Everybody always asks me, is organic really that important? And in my opinion, absolutely. But in order to have an understanding of what organic is, let's find out what the other side is. That other side is commercial agriculture. What is commercial ag? Commercial ag is products, and for the interest of this video, we're going to talk about stuff that's grown. So agriculture is what we grow, right? So plants and plant products, fruits, vegetables, etc. Commercial ag is going to use pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, fertilizers, and an even more new technology is genetically modified organism. What all these things do is basically they create bigger, faster, more of it foods. And you're probably asking yourself, well, I'm assuming this stuff has been tested and these sprays and all what have you been tested. And sure, everything at some point has been tested and clearly approved, but they were tested on animals. The animals ate small amounts of these foods for a short period of time. They tested, animals were fine. If the animals were fine, it goes down and makes its way to humans. And the problem here is us as humans, we eat mass quantities of this stuff for long periods of time, and there is no study and no data to show the long-term effects. So that would be my concern. So we have the baseline of what commercial ag looks like. The opposite is organic. Well, organic as a whole doesn't use pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. They're not genetically modified. So they're everything that commercial is not. Now, let's be clear, organic does have the ability, they are allowed to use some form of organic sprays. So it's having the understanding, the knowledge that they do that, but they come from a more natural source and they help to create a larger variety of plants that we can consume. So I know the biggest piece that probably everybody is saying is organic is expensive. I can't afford it. Well, fortunately, there's a resource out there that will allow you to purchase commercial agriculture. Well, why would I want to eat commercial agriculture? You just told me all this. Well, fortunately, this group, the Environmental Working Group, they do a comprehensive test and they test the foods themselves. So there's foods such as an avocado that has such a thick skin that it doesn't allow these pesticides and herbicides to get into the actual fruit. So what you consume is going to be minimally impacted, if not at all. So the EWG comprise a list called the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. So clearly the Dirty Dozen are the foods you want to avoid. And for those two of those foods that I absolutely will not eat commercially, strawberries and apples. Clean 15, just mentioned, avocado. So just give you an idea of what those products look like. So that will create a little more affordability and an ability to look into buying more foods that are commercial, but also allocating some money for organic foods. So we've unpacked a lot here. I've given you a resource, and here's some other thoughts of what you can do. If you have the ability, grow your own food. First and foremost, that way you ensure your food quality. Next thing you can do is build relationships with your local farmers and go to farmers markets and ask them. Have conversations about what their growing practices are. And the third is watching videos like this, continuing to build resources like the ewg.org and finding out what your foods are exposed to so you can ensure quality for you and protect you and your family. Thank you so much for coming. Look for future videos. We'll unpack strategies on purchasing, talk more about nutrition and the density of the foods. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack in this food world, and hopefully at some point there'll be stuff behind me. You guys are probably like, this is a boring background, but I'll make it happen. Take care. Stay healthy.